Hello Scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with the day numbers 15 and 16. So first I am going to start out with pulling out this day number 15, which I had the journaling for day number 14 on the back of it. And I am going to use these 3 photos. On this day, we went to my middle son Brennan's pack meeting for his Cub Scout troop, and they were doing like a little Christmas party that had games and a little gift exchange. So for this layout, I'm going to keep it really simple. I'm not sure what I am off doing at this moment. I made this page after my kids went to bed, I think, and so I was just trying to get back into scrapbooking mode. I spent most of this day scrapbooking and catching up on my December daily. Okay, so here I have pulled out a piece of paper that has just a nice little pattern on it. It's a red and white stripe. And here my paper trimmer, the blade is really dull, and I need to just run it over some foil or something to get it to sharpen up again, but I just haven't done it yet. So I kind of messed up that side of it. But I eventually got it cut down, and here I am just placing my 3 photos on the page how I want them to go. Now I had this little scrap, it's like 1 inch wide and then a few inches long, and I am just going to put it down the left side of those photos just as kind of a little bit more pattern for your eye to fall onto. So now I'm just going to glue down all of these papers and photos, and then I'm going to start embellishing. And I kept this page super simple, just like the last few pages have been really simple. So that top photo is a photo of my 2 sons. Tinian is on the far left, and then Jonas is on the far right, and they're playing a game at Brennan's Cub Scout pack meeting. And then the other 2 photos are of the boys participating in a little present gift exchange. So the way they did it is the pack, what is her name? Cub Scout Master. So the Cub Scout Master found a story about Cub Scouts that was made for like a gift exchange type of thing. So she had us all sit in 4 different rows, and they would listen to the story, and as the story was told, there would be words like left, right, in front of you, behind you, like just things like that. And whenever they said a direction, the kids would have to pass their present that they had to that direction. So me and the other moms were kind of walking around helping and making sure that the presents got passed in the right direction and all of that stuff. So it was a lot of fun. So here I am just putting down the title, which I didn't have enough letters to write out the word Scouts. So I'm just going to say Cubs Pack Meeting for the title, because I wanted it to be Cub Scout Pack Meeting, but oh well. It didn't work out, but that's okay. So here I'm just putting down the word pack, and I did have to use uppercase and lowercase letters because I am getting close to running out of some of these letters. So here I'm just spelling out all of those words, and then I'm going to pull out this little chipboard element piece, and I'm going to use a couple chipboard pieces on the layout. there's that cute little tree that I'm going to put there, and then I am going to journal on the bottom, and it says, we played games and had a gift exchange, and that is it for this page. Super simple. I think it took like 10 minutes at the most. I love super simple pages. Okay, so now I am going to move on to day number 16. So my idea with this was to do a full page that's as big as the page protector. So I was gonna do 6x8, but then I was like, well, wait a minute. My first project, or no, my first December daily album that I made had really big pages. So I pulled out one of the pages from that first December daily, and I measured the paper size, and it was quite a bit bigger than the 6x8 size. So I decided to make this page a little bit bigger just because I knew I had more than just these 2 photos that I wanted to use. So here I'm starting out with these 2 photos, and I had this little transparent sticker that says "Oh Joy," and I thought I would put it on this photo here of the boys standing in a line at the post office, but I'm going to actually change my mind. I am off. I think I'm on my phone probably looking for more photos because I have, let's see, 2 more photos that I want to include on this thread, so I will be back in a moment. Now I am back, and I have printed off these other 2 photos, and I actually had decided to print off a third, so that was going to make it so that I definitely didn't have enough room on this one spread, or this one page, for all of these photos. So what I'm going to do is I printed off a 4x6 size, and I am going to put this other 3x4 photo with some scraps of paper on the back of it, and I'm just gluing them onto each other, and I am going to just cut holes with my hole puncher and just stick it in my album and not worry about having it have a page protector. So here I'm using the page protector as a template, and I just drew circles so that I could punch holes, and I went off to check and make sure it fit in the album fine, and it did. So I'm going to do the same thing with this other photo. And that is a photo that I took of one of the trees in our front yard. We have so many trees at this new house, it's crazy. But I just loved the way the snow looked in the tree, and so I took a photo, like a really close-up photo of the tree, and I thought it turned out really cool. Okay, so now here I am going to start working on these photos. I am going to use 2 of these flare badges. That top one says snow and has a sleigh on it, and then that second one is just the number 16, which this was day number 16, which was last Friday. So I am just kind of playing around with embellishments and trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. I thought it would be cute to have a tree down there next to the number, but I didn't have just a plain tree. So I'm going to end up using one of these little arrow tabs, and it says magic. And I'm just gonna set that down there, and then put a pop dot behind the number 16 and put that right there on that photo. Now I am going to, let's see, what am I going to do next? I'm trying to figure out how I want to embellish these 2 photos. I thought this little tag was kind of cute, and I thought about putting both of those pieces on the photos, but I didn't really like having 2 of the same sticker in the same spot, so I'm just going to go with the one. Here I'm going to pull out some more green paper, and this is just from a Recollections pack that I got on Black Friday, and it was like 60% off. Excuse me. So here I am just cutting down the photo mat, and I'm going to do just a small border on both of these photos. I'm going to glue them down, and I'm going to have the one where I'm shoveling the snow, I'm going to have that one be on the bottom. And then I'm going to put another pop dot behind that snow badge, the flare badge, and glue that down there. I pulled off this sticker. It says, what does it say? 'Tis the season, I think. I don't end up leaving it there because I remembered I had this Oh Joy sticker that I wanted to stick on that photo. So that's what I end up doing instead. And that is actually the end of this layout. I do a bit of journaling on this right hand side of the layout. It says, after school we spent 30 minutes at the post office to send Uncle Ethan his Christmas package. My little brother Ethan is on a mission for the Mormon church, and he's in Fresno, so it wasn't too crazy expensive to send it to him, which I was very thankful for. I also wrote about Max enjoying the deep snow. He's so funny. He loves to just stick his head in it. It's so hilarious. And then on the top of the layout, I write, I shoveled my side of the driveway and the boys did the rest. So that photo on the left-hand side is of Britton and Tinian shoveling Daddy's side of the driveway because I made them shovel after school. That is it. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys are having a great scrappy week. Bye!